let's get into it. Tonight, we're going to be covering business funding. So I know a lot of business owners out there are looking to acquire funding. So I'm going to show my business owners. I'm going to be showing my business owners, how to acquire funding. So if you guys are a business owner yourself, make sure to get your notebooks out, pens ready, because we're about to dive right into it. We're about to go into acquiring funding, acquiring different business grants. So I'm going to show you guys how to acquire different grants each and every single month. I come out with a new list of grants for businesses, for nonprofits. So you guys don't even have to have a business. If you guys have a nonprofit, or if you know somebody with a nonprofit as well too, I'm going to go over a listing from the month of August of specific grants that I send out every single month to individuals within my mentorship. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it. Peace and love, everybody tuning in. Shout out my guy, Mari. See you tuning in, brother. All right, let's get to it. Where's she at? Share screen. All right. Screen 1 or screen 2? Well, I'm trying to share screen 1. Let me see. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure to drop something that you guys are all grateful for. Drop at least one thing in the chat box that you guys are all grateful for. You go, bro. Let's get it. All right, let me see. Where's she at? How do I pull her up? Maybe I'll just pull her over here. All right, let's see. All right, I'm having a little bit of a technical difficulty showing y'all. We're about to go over some business grants. So before we do, I'll show you guys where to find some business grants as well too. So y'all can, if y'all have a nonprofit, if y'all have a LLC, C Corp, S Corp, any type of entity, I'm going to show you guys how and where to go, not only every single month. If you guys are not tuned in, I'm going to show you guys how for free as well too, how to go find some different grants as well. So since you don't want to work with me, I'm going to just take y'all here. All right, so as y'all can see here on the SBIR and the STTR, this here provides many different grants that you guys can go through. Also, the SBA is a great place to go find grants as well too. But the SBIR and the STTR are places that we come to find a lot of grants. Also coming here to grants.gov, right? Grants.gov, and you guys could just type in certain keywords, for you guys, whatever type of entity, that you guys have, you guys can type in and you guys will be able to find and apply for different grants that are out there. So grants.gov, it's another website. And then once again, back here to SBA.gov, SBA.gov, need funding for your small business. They got all that there. So I want to take you guys here to my listing, but let me see if I'm able to go ahead and show you guys another way, because it looks like it don't want to work with me. Extra cameras, slides. All right, so it's not a video file, it's just a file though. So how can I show a file but not a no? How can I? All right, let's see. I think this is right here, global. Let's see, man. Oh, we got the two monitors right here. All right, let's do it. Global opportunities. So right away, we're not just talking about here in America. How do I go through this with y'all? Okay, I gotta go through it like that. All right, so we're not just talking about here in America, but globally. So we got different ones for women. So we got micro grants that are open to Caribbean and African women. A lot as well too are open for African American beings as a whole. So if you guys are African American, there's lots of grants for you guys out there. Just people of color. Native American. There's lots for those as well too. Me being indigenous myself, I'm gonna be diving more into that. And if you guys are indigenous, make sure to reach out to me personally as well. Y'all see the logo, y'all see everything that we do. I want to make sure we take care of, our people as well too specifically. So, reach out to me and I got y'all. Any grant y'all need access to, that I have access to, I'll make sure to share with you guys. Definitely. So, coming here, this isn't just here, in America. This is globally where we can acquire these grants. So I'm gonna go through a couple more with you guys. Not gonna go through them all, but definitely gonna go through a good amount. And this is every single month, that we're coming here and acquiring these grants. And each grant, is typically for and revolved around each month. So if we come here, we can see, Etsy, they got a disaster relief fund. This is for those that have had an Etsy store for some time. Microsoft's got some. We got some, with Canva. If you guys have a nonprofit, you guys could get Canva's premium for free. American Express has a leadership academy. Amazon Small Business Success Studio, the free service, offers lessons in finance, marketing, and operations, along with tips from founders. So they got not only just grants and funding they can give you, they got different courses and different just things that'll help take your business above all else to a whole nother level. Right? We got foundations, different nonprofits, that will grant your nonprofit also funding as well too. So let me see. Let's go over a couple that. So I reached out to a couple of my business owners in Canada. Shout out to my people in the north. We got some, grants for you guys as well too. So it's not just here, in America. We got, grants for people all over. So Canada specific based opportunities. We got the Black Innovative Launch. It's a free virtual skills development platform. We also have this grant, the High Five Grant for Moms. This grant exclusively for women caregivers with human children of all ages. If your children are adults, we say once a mom, always a mom. This grant also welcomes first time expecting moms, stepmoms, and foster moms. And you must verify earning business revenues in the past 12 months and have earned at least $10,000 annual revenue, but no more than $500,000 annual revenue. So I'm sure many, business owners, many moms, can acquire these grants right here. I'm actually going to send this to an amazing business owner mother out there in Canada that I know. This just came across my mind as I was reading through this. But yeah, there's tons of grants for people of all kinds, of businesses of all kinds. Right? There's entities out there that want to give and help businesses. You guys just got to go out and seek it. Like in the Bible, it says, "Seek and you shall find," and truly you shall, and that's in life as a whole. If you seek something, you guys will always find it. You guys will tap into that vibration, that energy, and then you guys will attract it into your guys' life. We also got some based out of Africa specific opportunities. We got some based out of the UK as well too, Ireland. Typically, each month we'll have a lot more. This month we only had one for Ireland and the UK. And then we got a lot within the United States as well too. All right, so we got some specifically Bank of America. Let's see, visit Bank of America's Finance Small Business Education for access to free webinars on accessing capital, building business credit, and more. We got some different Black Girl Ventures pitch program. Let's see. Let's go through some more. So I like this fast break or the small business one. I just had my assistant apply for that one earlier today. Impact grants. The primary goal of the grant is to field the endeavors. And if you guys got any questions, feel free to drop down below. I really want to make this a Q&A as well too, but I showed you guys a couple places y'all can go to find some grants, and then I also wanted to just cover some with you guys as well too. So right away we got into this live, getting into information and value. So all that I ask of you guys tuning in with all this information is that you guys like this video, that you guys are subscribed. We're about 5 subscribers away from 7K. So if y'all can subscribe yourself and share this with other people as well too, tonight we can surpass 7K easily. But it's been a blessing to be here. It's been now a year going, it's been a year exactly just about since I've really locked in and really took this YouTube series. August of last year is when I locked in. I was in Canada around this time last year. And this is when I was like, yo, I'm going to go all in with this, YouTube stuff. I'm going to actually take this YouTube stuff serious, and I'm going to, look to just over deliver on value. And I'm going to be a person that I'm not worried about anything other than just over delivering on all the value I know. My mentor always told me if I got access to information that I know can go, that I know can go out and help other individuals, and I'm holding on to, and I'm not, informing and educating the masses, that's selfish. So I was like, yo, what can I do to make sure that every single day I'm touching somebody's life, every single day that I'm helping people and individuals grow? And I was like, yo, with the information that I have access to, I can educate, I could teach people daily. My mentor always told me, if you help enough people get what it is that they desire, you'll have everything and more that you desire. And so every single day, all I'm looking to do is just serve. All I'm looking to do is just educate you guys on finances, on credit, not just personal credit, business credit, not just, structuring and building out your reports, but now acquiring the funding as well too. A lot of people lack funding, especially in the times we're in right now. So I wanted to cover and go through this whole ebook, or I've never done this. This is all for my private communities and for you guys to get access to this going forward. Make sure I'll do this for the remaining of the year for everybody in my university. I'll go ahead and drop, how about that? Everybody that joins YBS University, which is only $97, and for 2 more people to get started. So I told y'all 2 days ago, top first 10 people to get started, you guys will get access to YBS University 20% off. So if you guys text our business number, you guys can still, 5 more people can still get that 25% off code. So definitely make sure you guys reach out to us at 305-575-2843 to go ahead and get access to these business grants going forward, and a list of them every single month: September, October, November, and December, so that your business or your nonprofit can, be able to acquire that. That alone, the 97 a month is, being covered by this business grant ebook right here. So not even including the community, the monthly calls we do. This month we've already done about 3 calls within the university. So, there's a lot of months where I'll do a lot more than just 1 call, but 1 call guaranteed within the university. And on top of that, we got recorded videos, from business credit to personal credit to getting remedy on your personal credit. I really show you guys, and those with quote unquote bad credit, how to go out and acquire funding with that bad credit. So we got lots of different grants we can, as we're seeing, very clearly right here, and I just want you guys to continue to read through them. So I got it listed right here for you guys. It's going to all differentiate, obviously, depending on your type of business, your type of entity, what you guys are looking to do with your guys' nonprofit, whatever it may be. So I want you guys to go through and read through this. And, if it's applicable, go out and type in that link, and you guys will be able to go out and, yes, receive funding. So I got some questions right here. Are you actually creating grants successes, or are you only showing where folks apply? Because I want to know how you claim to be a grant privateer. I mean, yeah, anything that I teach here on the channel is nothing that, I just came across and I'm like, yo, I'm going to go just share this with people, So you guys can check, and you can check We the People 1503. Granted, obviously not each one of these grants is going to get every individual, or maybe even you as an individual, approved, but there's going to be at least 1 grant out of these list of grants every single month that you will be getting approved for if you do come in and actually apply for them. And if they're, if they're going to help the cause that you're, seeking. How might we be successfully obtaining success receiving? Not sure, brother. And we got to work on that spelling as well, too, brother. Yeah, major key alert. So yeah, I mean, once again, these grants, you guys go out. Obviously, it's got to be applicable to your guys' organization. You guys can't just apply for random grants and think that you guys are going to get approvals. But yeah, I mean, these grants are grants for a reason, and people are getting approvals that are going out and actually applying for them. So, I've personally gotten access to these grants, and that's why I'm sharing them as well too with my private community. And now, this is my first time opening up to the public, sharing these grants with you guys. And once again, I showed you guys different websites that you guys personally can go through and look for you guys yourself, right? I don't want you guys, just here relying on my informations and my teachings. I want you guys to go through grants.gov. Look at different grants that will apply for your guys' business specifically. Come here to the SBR and the STTR. Come here to SBA.gov and look up different grants, that apply. There's different grants for different things, veterans, and the list goes on. So it all depends on your guys' business. I want you guys to do the work for self. Go out. I showed you guys where to go find these grants. Also, I gave you guys a great list of different grants, whether you guys, are in Canada, whether you guys are in the UK. This month was only one in the UK. Typically, we got at least 3 to 5, or more. But typically, once again, at least 3 to 5 for the UK. But America, we got every single month more than 15 to 20 grants specifically for that month that you guys can go out and apply for. And then also within my private community, we are dropping grants that, are more than that are applicable for longer than just a month. So a lot of those have deadlines that I drop for each month. That's why we have them in this listing for each month. August, July, June, we've gone through them. So, we've been providing them. And yes, people within our, communities have been able to benefit from these grants. So go through, read, and, provide information that is accurate within these grant applications. And also as well too, like show graphs, right? Show statistics. They want to see, that you guys are, actually can back what it is that you guys are stating as well too, because anybody can just draft up, anything, but have some graphs, have some things to actually show and put forth, to these individuals to show that what it is that you're stating is also reflective, you know, and measured as well too, right? You want to have a way to be able to measure above all those. So does anybody have any questions? So that's all that I had for you guys really today. Wanted to go over some business grant information for you guys. Let's see. I got some people tuned here on YouTube. Not too many questions here on the gram though. So Instagram, looks like y'all good. Shout out to everybody tuning in. YouTube, any more questions? Let me know. We'll be here till for the next minute, 20 minutes, and then we'll be good. Shout out to Kimberly tuning in. My guy Savon, John Wick. My guy John Wick. Y'all need some business funding. Reach out to my guy John Wick as well too. I'm always open for collaboration, and when I see people doing it big, I'm always, give credit where it's due. John Wick's been, doing this for some years, helping people acquire funding. So shout out my guy John Wick, man. Ask Dave. See you tuned in, bro. See everybody tuned in. All right, no questions. All right, we better hop out of here in the next 20 minutes. Make sure y'all doing the inner work. Make sure y'all are pouring into one's cup. A lot of y'all are looking to, a lot of you guys are pouring from an empty cup, right? And one cannot pour from an empty cup. Right? You're just draining yourself. All right, family, we out. It's 20 minutes now. This was a great live. Go through those websites. Don't believe anything I say. That's something I always say. Never believe nothing I say. Go do the research for yourself. Go look for yourself on different grants that'll apply for your business. There's keywords you can look up. This is all public information where you guys can find these grants. Could you start business on business grant funding? like helping small businesses. Could you start a business? I'm assuming you're talking about, can you start a business on business grant funding, like helping the small businesses apply for grants? That's kind of a tongue twister. Repeat that again. I don't really get what you're asking. Like, can you start a business that's specifically, revolved around acquiring business grants? Is that what you're asking? Sounds like that's what you're asking. I've never heard of that. I mean, I wouldn't, label the business as such. Maybe like a funding company, a financing company where you help people acquire funding on the business credit side, business lines of credit, personal lines of credit. But I wouldn't say specifically a business off of business grants. But I mean, that is, something that, you definitely. And so, yeah, I mean, to answer that question, there are people, yeah, that do specialize specifically in just helping businesses go out and acquire funding, and yeah, they do get a percentage of that. So yeah, there. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's. I'm not sure if that you'd want the business to be, you know, labeled as just a business grant, business type of business where you're just going out and acquiring business grants. But I'm sure, yeah, there's businesses out there that specialize in helping other businesses get grants, and they can get their percentage at 10%, 15%, up to 20% is really what you'd want to do, so you're not being greedy. And at the end of the day, you're helping these people get the funding that's for their business, but you're still getting your percentage for helping them do the application process. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's just, having a processing team, being able to process these, applications and, go through applying. And, yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Now you'd be helping other businesses. I'm not sure how well, it'd be on your end with you getting business grants. But yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad business idea to help other businesses get business grants. You get that 10, 15% on the back end once they get the funding. That's what I do with business credit and personal credit. Yeah, but I would make it more than just the grants. Like, once again, personal funding, business funding, even financing. You can look up, coach financing. You can look up. Let me show you a couple other ones as well too, because I was looking through some different financing companies. But there's lots of financing companies, Lending Club, right? The Synchrony Bank. There's a lot of different banks out there as well too that'll partner with different in smaller businesses to help offer financing. Right? There's benefits. Right? We know Afterpay. Many of y'all know Afterpay. Right? Many of y'all know a lot of these financing companies, buy now, pay later. Companies. Y'all could offer that as well too. Part of your, you know, services. I'm actually about to offer some financing. I'm going through and seeing what financing company I feel is the best for our services, because our franchise is really the main focus going forward that I'm putting my focus on, and that's $10,000. And I know not everybody has $10,000 up front, but I know what this franchise can do for people, and it can help people easily acquire way more than 10,000 coming in and franchising with us. So if we're able to help them, get this financing, and this is financing with as low of a credit score as a 520, we can acquire this financing, and then they can pay for our services with the financing once they've been financed, and from there we're able to get access to those funds, and they're making payments to the lenders. And with what I teach, if you don't know, go check it out, man. We got the funds, right away. Once you get approved, you'll get the funds. You'll get that 10,000. You'll pay for the services. Once you pay for the services, that 10,000, you'll be paying once again the payments to the lender. But we know what we know here on this channel, man. So, we know we could discharge any debt, and we know the true definition of debt, and we know the inside and the outside of the FDCPA, truth in lending. All of Title 15, man, commerce and trade specifically as well, Chapter 41, the Consumer Credit Protection Act. But yeah, for me, so yeah, financing And partnering with different financing companies is great, right? Coach financing, and there's a lot more as well. But appreciate y'all tuning in. We're gonna be going live again very soon. Let me know if you guys got any topics as well too that you guys are seeking, specifically from me. Tomorrow I'll probably go over. Let's see. Tomorrow I'll go over some repossession stuff. I know a lot of people got repos. A couple of people have called me about repossessions recently, so we'll go over some repo stuff. But until then, y'all stay blessed. Once again, keep doing the inner work. Keep showing up for yourself. Learn something new today. Tomorrow, learn something new. And I want y'all to understand that if y'all are looking to get somewhere, if y'all have a goal in mind, I want you to understand what got you to this position right now will not get you there. All right, so what got you here will not get you there. So every single day we got to be growing. See, energy is never at rest. Energy is always moving. So you're either growing or you're dying. There's no such thing as staying the same. And I'm going to be the first to tell you guys, expecting anything to change in your guys' life without making change within your life, that's the highest form of insanity. But the thing is, many of you guys are looking for change. Many of you guys are expecting change, but y'all aren't making change. Many of y'all want to see change in the world, but y'all haven't changed yourself. So I want you to ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice? What am I willing to give up to go up? What am I willing to sacrifice to elevate my life? Anytime you want to elevate, anytime you have a goal in mind, a destination, you always got to give something up. It's the law of exchange, right? In order to receive something, you must first give something. The more that you give as well, too, in this life, the more that you'll always receive. Right? There's laws to this universe. There's laws that govern this universe. And so we got to be in tune with these laws. We got to be in tune, just above all else with karma. What we're putting out in this world, we're going to get back always. Both good and both bad. The intentions, if your intentions ain't there, just because you're doing a good gesture, that don't mean that it's gonna come back because your intentions were not there. So once again, family, I challenge you. I challenge y'all, to ask yourself, what am I willing to give up to go up? Recently I gave up, some things to lock in the next 2 years, right? And I say 2 years because I've been reading this book called The 12-Hour Work Week. And, I've been shifting my years to 12 weeks, right? 90 days. So I advise y'all look into that book as well. It's a great read, great listen. But above all else, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna set a reminder right now. We're gonna be going live tomorrow in the AM. I know on the East Coast it's super late, so I know a lot of people watch the recording. This would be a great record for y'all to go through. We went through a lot of different grants for businesses. I'll come here and show you guys again. I'll go through the final last page for you guys here. But all in all, we went through the whole global opportunity of different grants for businesses here on this live. So make sure y'all not only like this video, not only comment if you learn something. Once you guys get approved as well too, make sure to circle back to this video and let people know what you've been getting approved for. Share this video with more people because every single month we got new lists. We're going through the sites that I just showed you guys and drafting up these grants. Putting together a list of an ebook, that I'm providing every single month for my, private communities. So if y'all want access to it, I gave y'all access as to where. Now it's time to take action. So let's get it, y'all. Peace and love. Let me see if there's any questions here on Instagram. All good, all good. All right, perfect. Peace and love, family.